streaming.
You started now.
Oh, I'm gonna send you guys a link, and we can. I'm gonna distribute these links real quick because yeah, I want to get people in here.
I'm gonna take this. I think I'm going to.
So post this in the Discord. If you're just now tuning in, if you're watching this on the after recording, welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of the podcast. It's the holiday season, the day after Christmas, if you're into that.
Wow, it's got one.
If you're not into that, I don't know. I think presents are pretty cool, so check this out. This is what I got. This is one of the things I got. It's this mug. It says, "I'm dead inside."
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm drinking coffee at 5:30 in the afternoon / evening.
Is it really 5:30? Oh,
hello.
Wow,
it's late.
It is a little bit late. Well, you're on the other side of the country, so.
Yeah, I thought it was like 11 or 12, but
what time is it over there in
3:30?
Expensive land, 3:30.
Expensive land.
Yeah, everything costs so freaking much.
Yeah, it's true.
Super true. Oh wow! Hey, everybody's pouring in. What's going on, guys?
Wait till I post it on.
Happy holidays, everybody.
A bunch of
oh, is there echo? Let me put on headphones. That way, yeah, I have speakers set up. We don't want to have to deal with echo.
Oh man, that echoes pretty bad.
I'm echoing? How am I echoing? What am I echoing on? Check. Oh, I see why.
Echo.
I fixed it.
We're sound guys. We never get it right.
Yeah.
Have been pinned
That's true. That's like the worst part of all of our setups. Is the sound.
All right. We're good now. I
posted on Twitter and my Channelytics.
It was using my microphone and my camera's microphone at the same time, and that was the problem.
Channelytics is what they add in TubeBuddy on YouTube, or you use the TubeBuddy out on it. Literally, is called Channelytics. But it's
that's fancy.
That's funny.
I'm gonna share this off. I'm gonna show this off like 20 times during the stream. I really like this mug.
Oh, the mug.
Yeah, it's so dank.
Oh, are you ready for this?
I don't know.
I sent it to you, DMS. I think I sent it to you. I know I sent it to Pasta. You know, I started selling merch a while back, right? Right?
Yeah.
Did I tell you this? I didn't tell you this? Oh my god.
Merch plug. Oh, you did tell me. You did tell me what
I did.
Your mother bought your merch and gave it to your family at Christmas.
Yes, she did. Like everyone opened up these gifts and like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Z Reviews. So my mother bought my sister, my brother, and herself Z Reviews t-shirts, and I'm just like,
it's brilliant. That's wonderful. I love it.
It's amazing. It was amazing. Amazing.
One of my roommates here. One of my roommates got me this little guy. So that's kind of cool.
Is it a butt?
I have headphones sitting on it.
Is it a butt?
No, it's not a butt. Oh, I pressed a button on my camera. There we go. We're back to normal. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that little thing?
Yeah.
Is it wearing Porter Pros?
Say what?
It's wearing Porter Pros?
It's wearing Porter Pros, and I also got this. This is what I'm really excited about. We got a portable humidor, cigar cutter, little torch lighter, and a stogie. That was a gift from my mother this year because I don't have merch.
Lung cancer.
Yeah, you should start smoking. Honey, booby, you should start smoking.
I got that, and I got.
It'll make you into a man.
I got that and 2 more bags of coffee.
That's dope. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. That's a killer Christmas. Oh, and
what kind of cigar is that?
Say what?
What kind of cigar is that?
Oh man, this is actually one I haven't tried before. I usually like Baccarat, Dolce Farnietes, or Monte Cristos, but this one, Gomez Sanchez, 1934.
Gomez. No one names their child Gomez anymore. Like, there's so many cool Gomez's, but I don't think anyone would actually go, look at this newborn baby. Let's ruin his life.
In Folsom, California, used to reside my favorite cigar shop, which was called The Art of Cigar, and they had a house blend that was in Maduro, and it was just fantastic. And then they
Oh
closed.
man.
And I don't know how to get a hold of the owner.
Dude, whenever you go to a humidor and they have like their own house rules, they're usually amazing.
Hey, I hate people who smoke, mostly.
Well, it's like a twice a year thing.
But that's fine. But like both my grandmothers, one stroke, one lung cancer.
That's
like,
fair.
She's dead. And then my mother's a cancer nurse. She smokes. It's great. It's fucking great. I have no reason to hate that shit.
Yeah, no,
it's
a horrible. I mean, if it's a horrible pastime or habit, honestly, it really is.
I put people in this category. If you're stupid enough to start smoking, you're pretty stupid.
That's fair.
That's it. Like,
I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes.
I gotta go hit a cigarette. I'm like, oh, you're that type of person.
Yeah, at this point, if you
one of these cups is
you're
water.
somebody who smokes cigarettes, it's like, okay, so you fully accepted you're probably gonna kill yourself, and you're gonna try your best to kill everybody
It's not the 40s anymore,
around.
where everyone's like, I'm a cowboy, I have to smoke because I need my lungs need to get more oxygen, so I smoke. Like, no, it's 2018, motherfuckers.
Well, to be
you know
fair,
what cigarettes do to you?
To be fair, when I was even more young and even more stupid, there was a brief time when I smoked, and now I don't. Because I realize
also
that's
got
terrible.
Gauges, and you still haven't had them surgically altered to fix them.
Uh-huh.
So you're still on my stupid scale.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
Just wear the headphones
Actually,
all
you know
the
what?
time.
See, I have something here that will completely redeem that, I'm sure, in your mind. Hold that
Bring
thought
it
for a few
on,
seconds.
waiting.
Oh, just
I am
you wait.
waiting.
Just you wait.
I love how we have 3 dislikes and one like. I will like the video personally.
All right, here you go,
Actually,
you Italian bastard. Check these out.
I'm refreshing. Hold on. I want to see.
Oh.
Nope, it's still only 1 like and 3 dislikes.
Oh dear,
See, never take the headphones off, because then I can see your gauges.
it's
What is that? That is very nice pot. Where's it made? Oh, wait. You can see why it's good. It's 17.6 ounces, 1.1 pounds, 500 grams, because it's sold in Italy.
Yep.
Motherfuckers in Italy don't know what a pound is.
It's authentic Italian pasta.
That's that good $6 a bag shit.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Okay, did you buy that yourself?
No, that was also a Christmas present.
So there you go. The person who bought it for you is smart, and I love them.
It's the same person who got me the cigar.
dear.
Enjoying the finer things in life this holiday season.
Yep.
Hey, there's Metal 571.
Metal. Metal.
We need to get him back in here one of these days. It's
Kick
been
his ass at the
a
curb.
minute.
Fuck, I got another thing I gotta add to my
How
list
are
of
you
things to
doing,
do.
Metal? I haven't seen many things lately. Are you posting? That's a word.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Molybdenum.
We're all just dumb. I'm gonna Google what you just wrote in the chat.
Which headphones above $1,000 would you
A
guys
trace
recommend to
mineral
listen
found in foods
all-
such as milk, cheese, cereal grains, nuts, leafy vegetables,
By the
and
way,
organ
Colonel
meats.
Kang, which is by the
Is
way,
that
Colonel
right?
Kang is the coolest name. Is
Oh.
flat out.
Yeah.
Which headphones above $1,000 you guys recommend to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You on loop 24/7
Hey,
while
yo,
snorting
let's-
peppermint?
Ayolas with custom wood if you want to spend over $1,000.
Well, he says he wants to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You on loop 24/7 while snorting peppermint.
I mean,
Okay, so I would say stick with
Something
snorting peppermint,
wild.
but get something that you hate wearing so that you take it off and it just plays and you don't have to hear it.
Well, if he's getting that crazy, if you're gonna do
Getting
something
crazy,
like
yeah.
snorting peppermint, you should be using like Rawls or something.
I mean, over 1,000 literally means as high as you can go. I would
Orpheus.
wear a set of Genelex's headphones to get it over with.
Yeah, there you go. Just tape some $20,000 in wall 400-pound Genelex to the side of your head. Perfect. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, essentially. That'd be funny.
It's a type of metal. Oh, I get it now. That's why Metal wrote that, because it's a type of metal.
Yeah, he never specifies which metal he wants to be.
Now we
just-
know. We
a
know the
metal.
exact answer. Molybdenum. I sound like an idiot. I know. If you know how to pronounce this, I'm
Molybdenum?
sorry.
What?
Molybdenum.
Molybdenum?
Also used to coat pistons.
Molybdenum?
Molybdenum?
That hurt my soul a little bit.
I'm hungry.
Molybdenum?
I'm sure you are. By the way, we're just kind of chatting around. We don't have a lot planned today, but we wanted to stop and say hi. We're not going to do a long one today because we all have things to do. But
I got back in town. I wasn't live streaming after that, so.
Z literally just got back in town today, and I was like, "Get on the internet! It's podcast time."
Oh, on a side note, Zeos, I was telling ZMS about this, but I didn't tell you. So I got a new monitor, right? And I am now questioning every second of footage I have ever shot in terms of like coloration and everything. I'm kind of just like, oh.
It's what happens, man. What'd you get?
I got a Mastrop Vast.
I have no idea what the Vast is.
It's an ultra wide 1440 100 hertz monitor.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Now you just got to start shooting an S-Log.
Nah, really don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna convince you one of these. I convinced you to go 4K. Eventually, I'll convince you to go S-Log.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I just made I just like honed down the color grade on the new monitor on the settings that I use on camera, and it looks perfecto. So good.
Yeah, see, Metal's got it right. Red Raw or bust.
Yeah, true.
You just gotta step it up to Red Raw, Josh.
Yeah, I
gotta be the next Marquez Brownlee. If you're not doing that, then
raw,
you're just
right?
What's the point?
I could do like stop motion with like full resolution pictures.
Yeah.
Just overlay audio afterwards.
Speaking of stop motion and frame rates and colors, did you see that? Did I link you that channel, Josh?
You linked me that channel.
That was wild. I'm just gonna post a link to this because this guy's
is pretty weird. Like it's weird. It's like almost what the hell is that band that I love? Fuck, you know what I'm talking about.
It's just amazing. It's a channel called James Lee, and he did a video called A Life Without Facebook, and it was just brutally amazing.
Who does Window Licker? Aphex Twin.
Yeah, Aphex Twin. I'm gonna put a link to this guy in the chat. Don't leave and check it out yet. Check it out later. But this guy's insane. After seeing this, I feel like I have like no right to be making videos at all because it's just so high quality.
I think you're exaggerating slightly.
I'm gonna check this out now.
Yeah, honestly though, after seeing that and seeing how well this guy does with these videos, like how incredibly high quality they are, I think I'm going to start experimenting a lot more.
If you drank LSD for breakfast with some eggs, you might be able to pull that shit off.
I'm aside from reviews, I might do some more audio educational content and just get way out there with the visuals because that's just so cool. Like, I just love the originality in that.
Okay.
My dog's tail is
it's
banging
very
the microphone.
Unique. I'm not a huge like. I'll have to actually listen to what the
you will do none
he's
of
talking
this
about, but
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Either way, it's a lot of effort, and it made his channel blow up like crazy. Like he gained like I want to say well over 100,000 subs in a few days. So.
Ew.
Feels bad, man. I've been going for 2 years, and I'm at what, like 12,200 or something. It picked up over the last week, though. The last week it went up to like 100 a day, so that's pretty decent.
Hunt it.
Josh, you're closing in on me, but I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna let you catch me.
Yeah, now that I've gone to dailies, I'm gonna just dust and.
Give me 2 years. I'll pass both of you.
We should make it a race.
To what?
Just to stay ahead of each other. That'd be fun.
But then we have to be on even playing ground.
Wait, we're gonna just zero it out and take these current numbers and then go like to zero. As of the new year, you want to do the new year race?
We can. Here's the thing. As it is right now,
here's what we can do. We can do them. We can base it off of percentage of improvement.
Well, here's the thing, Josh. You started like
double your shit like in 2 months. I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say, Josh, you grow at such an insanely fast rate. I'd consider it a win just to stay ahead of you. I feel like this is like. I feel like that's how like PewDiePie feels with T-Series right on his tail.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy this past year. I was telling you guys, but I'll just say it since we're on the podcast again. But I was looking at like the past year of my videos, and for audio, it's fun. It's been quite fun. But there's some changes that I want to make. Some pretty big changes too. So hopefully it shouldn't make.
Are you gonna change it into Jocelyn? Because that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, you got to mix things up to stop from being burned out. I think that's the problem that I had, and where I slowed down my posting schedule is I just started to get burned out on audio. I think fixing that by switching things up is the ultimate solution. But either way, you're like when I first shouted you out, you were like at, I don't even know what you were at. 200 subs, and maybe I was at like maybe like 8,000 at the time. No, probably less, probably like 6,000.
I mean,
and
my brother's doing YouTube videos as well, but he's doing like we are doing audio and he does rifle scope reviews, which is like, it's very hard to do anything gun related on YouTube as of now, but it's like that's the aspect he likes about guns the most, and he's trying to get around like the complete fuckery of his channel. So he just crashed 700 subscribers.
Nice.
And like on Christmas Day, which is pretty nice.
Damn, that's
I linked him in the chat, by the way. And
it's
I just basically told him, look,
too.
If you don't have, because it's very hard when you're just starting.
Yeah.
And how many rifle scopes can you get? It's like how many headphones can you get? You can go out and spend a bunch of money on Amazon or on whatever the other websites are to have rifle scopes.
So if real quick, sorry to cut in here. What's difficult about making those videos? Because I would assume that people are searching for the information. I assume YouTube probably doesn't.
It gets expensive.
As like a suggested video.
Very often. What makes it difficult to make gun videos?
Yeah.
Full demonetization on anything gun related basically is what scares everybody.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't be getting. I mean, he wouldn't be getting monetized anyways until he reaches.
Yeah, I mean, look at that level. At that level, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Getting monetized by YouTube. But it's also now this whole concern about Patreon. Did anyone watch any of that stuff? Because that scared the hell out of me.
Oh, are you talking about like the
I forget his name.
The COD guy? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who got literally kicked off. Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the other guy who literally had the transcript of the interview with the person who worked at Patreon? And
Did he get kicked off too?
I don't think he's kicked off as of
yet.
yet.
Are you talking about the Jack Conte interview?
I think so.
I lost like half my patrons because people are leaving Patreon.
Yeah,
because they're upset about all this political stuff. I
lost one or two because I had exit surveys that literally said I don't want to support Patreon anymore because of this. But the thing that scared me was the guy had
in the comments. Jesus,
you said Joshua Valor upside down.
That's pretty good.
How do you do that? How do you type upside down?
Shut up! He's in Australia.
That makes sense.
No, basically, Patreon has 17 people. Patreon has 17 people that literally go through every Patreon channel and decide on their own basis, with no set rules, if that channel should be allowed on their service or not. And then they either keep you or kick you. And it's kind of scary. It's very scary.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'd be in a problem unless big anime titties scare anybody off or by foul language. Yeah. But it's still not something that a platform should hold up to.
I think that it's very important for people to make a big deal about it now, even though it's not a big deal inherently right now. I mean, really, at the end of the day, one guy got kicked off a website where he made money, right? If you take that in a bottle, it's not like in a closed ecosystem. It's not that big of a deal, but it's the precedent that it sets that's the important bit. And so I think the reaction has been good so far. And from what I see from like Jordan Peterson and Sam Harris, they're supposed to be making some form of a competitor to Patreon, which who knows how successful that would be. But it does breed competition, which usually breeds innovation. So I think it's a net positive in the end. Not for the reasons of Patreon 1 or anything like that, because I don't think they have. But I think this will result in a better community funding platforms being spawned, or Patreon fixing their shit.
Zeos get kicked off Patreon because his wrist thickness is lewd.
Nice. That blowing into the mic, Joshua Valor has accomplished.
Oh, sorry.
Joshua Valor. I mean,
you should have told me earlier.
A lot of people are upset because the reason someone got kicked off Patreon is entirely because of their political views and not because they actually broke anything in Patreon's
the guy that
terms
got
of
kicked off
service.
didn't break anything in any terms of service. And
Yeah.
then the reason it was kicked off was because somehow like 7 months ago or 7 years ago, he said some words, and I'm pretty sure we all know what the words would be, but
on
a
someone
different
else's content.
platform.
And they
Like
also
on
said
Twitter
that
or something. He tweeted it so long ago that you can't
in the
even,
terms of
bring that up.
service, it even said, and I think Jack Conte himself, who's the, if you don't know, is the president or the owner or the CEO of Patreon. Maybe all three. I don't know. I know he's for sure the CEO, but I don't know exactly if he has any further roles than that. He said himself that Patreon wouldn't kick somebody off for content they made that was not posted to Patreon, which the video that they kicked him off for was not even his content, and it definitely wasn't posted on Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon broke their own terms of service on that.
Yeah, essentially. So I don't know if he's planning on suing them. I don't know if you can.
If he can, he should.
I don't know how internet businesses work like that, because I know in real life you can refuse service to anyone for essentially any reason.
Sure,
that
as long as they don't explicitly say we allow everything, and if we do anything, we're at fault. They can do anything they want. That's just their domain. And it sucks though. It's like when Reddit years back said, well, you know what? We're not really for free speech, which covers their whole ass. Because I mean, if you're there to represent free speech, you know, then you don't censor anything. But as soon as you censor one thing, just because Jim Bob in the fucking office decides that it's not what he wants to see, then you have the ability to censor anything. It's just like the platform should die at that point. Yeah. The people should want it to die. It's not a matter of legality or anything, but people are lazy. All right, chat? Everyone, why aren't we watching this in some YouTube alternative? Because
well, the whole chat's going smash or pass on Joshua Valor.
I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, it's just happening.
This is our glorious community. Just
things happen. I don't know.
I wish we didn't have to see DMS's face the entire time. We need to put like an avatar of me and Josh up. I'm sure you have a picture of Josh. You could just slide up into the side there, and then I could just give you like.
There you go. Now you get my face filling the whole screen.
Just like your mouth moving. I'm sure that'll not get people to downvote the hell out of it.
Hey guys, DS3TV here with another episode of the podcast.
Oh no.
We're gonna do it like this from now on.
So disturbing.
You can thank COs for this.
I love how it's hunting for focus. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, no, I'd like to get another setup going at this desk eventually, but are we all whispering now?
Actually, that's an interesting question. Are there any designated ASMR podcasts?
I'm sure
we're not doing that.
First of all, if there is, I pray that there's 3 beautiful Asian ladies doing it, and not 3 dudes.
PP Stranger
Just,
boy.
Not that I'm sexist, but I mean, come on.
PP Stranger 9000 boy 2 said, "I'm calling the FBI." That name.
That's so funny. Oh man.
I get pasta here. I promise to do an ASMR podcast where her and I just whisper into the
Please
1700
no.
on Neumanns.
Please no.
Neumanns. We're just gonna say Joshua Valor back and forth into each ear.
Joshua Valor.
Well, I'll say.
Actually, never mind.
Yeah, you better keep your mouth shut. Don't give us any ideas.
Legitimately though, as a small creator, a lot of times this is back on the previous subject. I've thought many times about wanting to actually talk about these issues, like what's happening with Patreon or what's happening where a lot of content creators are getting their content copyright claimed by people that don't actually own the copyright to what's being claimed, and you can't fight that.
Correct.
But if I talk about that, my channel gets demonetized. So as much as I love audio, I've wanted to bring these things up a lot.
Channel. In fact, my name is Bob Ross. I was a painter and I died.
Cool.
As Bob Ross, I would like to talk about, you said basically YouTube is coming out like they're pissed off and their terms of service might change, and it might be if you hum a song and it gets a content match, the YouTube can just destroy
That's already happening.
Literally just delete it. Like, how many people? Show me where are the complaints? I want to read the list.
I'll send you links. There's actually a guy who literally did a video just talking about Bohemian Rhapsody and didn't play any of the song or hum any of the song, just talked about the song, and it got copyright claimed, and YouTube sided with the claimant.
Where did you see that? I saw that the other day. What video was that on?
Let me explain how many
find the
copyright
link.
claims I have on my channel due to my sound demos. 500,000. Now, let me also say that if that ever clicked on, my channel would not just disappear, they'd swat me.
Yeah, probably.
And they'd live stream it on YouTube. It would be like, hey, everybody, check out this year's Best of YouTube 2019, where we swatted Zeos.
YouTube's wild. Dude, I've had songs that I've made get copyright claimed. And this has happened to other people who, like, they make songs on their YouTube channels and stuff like that, and their songs have gotten copyright claimed by just random people. And I saw a video the other day where a guy was like, YouTube was like, if you want to resolve it, you have to contact the claimant. But the claimant had no contact information on the internet and no social media.
Make a call, man. Just call. Just keep calling people.
Yeah, and the guy was lucky enough that he was over 100,000 subscribers and has a YouTube contact that he was able to talk to, a representative.
How do I find my YouTube contact, by the way? I should probably have
I don't know. If you definitely have one, though.
Great.
If you have over 100,000 subscribers, you have a representative for your channel.
Is he in the chat?
Probably not. You probably have to email them.
Is it not PP Stranger?
It should be in your there's a email you got when you pass 100,000 subscribers that said congratulations and here's all the perks you get now and this and that and that.
I never got that email.
Oh well.
I might have that email shut off.
Maybe it went to spam.
Dude, I mean, do you know how long ago that was? That would take me infinite amount. I guess I would know which email it came from. Oof.
There's Google it then.
That's oof.
I'm sure
that's
there's a
man.
page somewhere you can log into.
I wonder if it would be on. It would make sense if it was on AdSense, but I mean.
Ooh, yeah, so much for free speech. Yeah, free speech is difficult on a lot of platforms right now. You have to be very careful about what you say.
You can't even, like, I mean, if you're on private property, you can't have free speech there. If you're on someone else's property, you have no free speech. You can't.
If you really want to, like, if you really want to worry about what you say, forget politics. Do hi-fi reviews because you'll piss off everybody by saying anything. Believe me.
I'm basically the Utopia's Owners Club is coming to get me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just I respected their detail, but I didn't love it. There's no aspect of the Utopias I loved enough to make them. I have to do a review with the price tag in one hand, and then how much more than its price tag I loved it.
Yeah, they are. $3,000,
Utopia just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I respect some headphones that I know I have to like stand back and let everyone like jerk off onto them, but I feel like having the Elex just in my hands at the same time, it was like why would anyone? It just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And as far as the impedance on your amp is too high, I didn't try it just on that amp. I have 9 amps.
Yeah, this isn't the first time you've done this. You've definitely had a bit of experience reviewing headphones.
My first rodeo. Never done it before in my life.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, I'm wearing the Alex now. Like, I heard them and was like, okay, I'm buying these.
I would almost do that, except I purchased 909s.
Yeah,
so I'm
well.
broke. My headphone budget is done until the new year, which is literally 4 days away. So we're good.
I just buy Alex in 4 days.
Perfect. Then I have to make room on my wall. What would have to come off?
Yeah, no, this whole thing with like people leaving Patreon because of that controversy, though, that's actually definitely hurt my channel because that's how, I mean, aside from Alex, because I bought that with my own money, that's how a lot of reviews I actually get the products in, is Patreon, because this is expensive. We don't make like crazy money.
Patrons left. That means you share more patrons with that community than I do. Because I literally saw no change in my growth.
Yeah, I lost like 100 patrons.
It's just going up. 100 patrons is basically the entire.
Wait,
that's insane.
How sure are you that it's related?
I'm pretty sure it's related. A few people sent me messages saying why they were leaving, and it was related to that. I have 96 patrons left now, and a lot of them are in the $1 tier.
Damn.
But yeah, it's
that's the most. Dude,
change.
I've never even lost 100 patrons, and I've got like 900 now. That's a huge amount.
Wait, how many did you have? How many did you lose?
I had almost 200 patrons. I have 96 now.
He lost half. That's 50% of his total.
Yep.
That's absurd.
Yeah, no, that's put a big dent on it.
What were they saying? You can't lose that many without at least 20 exit surveys.
No, like a fair number of people actually like sent messages and were like saying that they were leaving the platform. My camera just turned off.
Exit surveys on Patreon.
Why would my camera turn off?
Will you have a Q&A section in this podcast? Oh, did your shit break? Because I thought it just froze.
It's turning back on. The camera...
I just saw the loading thing, and I assumed it was my YouTube shitting the bed.
My camera overheated.
Listening to this, and they hate us.
This camera overheats, and that's the only downside about it. It just shut off again.
Uh-oh.
Well...
Use shittier cameras. Go.
Yeah, I'm going to get a webcam. Keep talking.
Oh no, we're on the spot. Okay, so this water thing, right?
Okay, yeah, back to the water.
Okay.
So,
all
okay,
right.
here's the thing. Joshua Valor apparently gets high drinking water.
Okay, no.
Okay, go.
Well, let's clarify this, okay? There's like, I have no idea how to describe it except for like a water high. So if you go like normal drinking pace in terms of water, like you just drink a couple glasses a day or whatever normal people do, to drinking like about a gallon a day, you'll notice that you'll have like this really weird, like...
All right, there we go.
I don't know,
I'm using a webcam
energy,
now.
Looky, my pee has no color.
Well, there's that too, but there's like a whole bunch of weird... I don't know exactly what's causing it.
Hold on, Micah.
You get the... Wait, hold on me.
Micah, will you have a question and answer section in this podcast? Well, if we read chat, we do. So right now we're talking about Joshua Valor's urination color. So we'll get back to you.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's just what being properly hydrated feels like. Although I feel like I'm pretty well hydrated in general,
you
and then when I
you're
drink
thirsty.
more,
like if you're gonna drink a very specific amount every hour or 2 hours, and that's it. Don't like keep drinking because you feel like you should.
This person said you must be drinking Flint water, Josh.
I don't know what that is.
Flint, Michigan.
Flint water, yeah.
Oh.
That's so bad that that's still a thing going on.
I don't know, but like, I don't know if it is this way with other people, because I've only talked to a few people about it, and nobody seems to know what I'm talking about. But if I like force myself to drink about a gallon a day, or about 8 full glasses of water, or I think it's 8 full glasses of water, maybe more, then I don't know why, but I always end up working out more. I work out longer. I'm more motivated to do like daily tasks.
I can't sit down for as long as I got to get up and piss my pants every 25 minutes. But I mean, I can see that being a motivational thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. So but it's like this weird mental effect that it has on me. 16 glasses of 8 ounces each.
I mean, if we want to talk about different intakes, try cutting out all sugars, all of them. Not.
That's so hard to do, though.
Keto. Don't go keto, and like, oh, I only eat because I literally a couple years back, probably 5 years ago.
So you don't eat like fruit or anything?
Well, no, a couple years back, I tried it and I held it for 2.5 months, and I lost 15 pounds without any effort. Well, the effort was don't eat things with. I was eating fruit. I was doing natural sugars were fine, but nothing else. And I'm a big fan of like iced tea, and I would drink soda back in the day. Right. Then you realize how much sugar is in food, and it's just the problem became you are literally. I know exactly what it's like to quit heroin, because trying to stop sugar is real fucking close. And I was like making a lemonade with lemon juice and Splenda, just packets and packets and packets and packets of Splenda, because it's like it's not sugar. I just need to go sweet. Because if you, it's like having salty for 2 months, and then you just have to have something sweet. Meanwhile, in real life, if you were fucking living in the woods, maybe a berry now and then would be like the sweetest thing you had, because you'd be killing boar and eating them. And so we have just, the whole world has decided that, hey, if you look at like the packet of like, I have Idahoan instant mashed potatoes, there's sugar in that, because it, even if it's an untastable amount of sugar, your body still gets that like, hey, you're enjoying this. It's like heroin. Do it. Yeah. And meanwhile, your liver's freaking out and producing so much insulin that you fucking feel tired and shitty, and it's the worst. Sugar is the fucking worst. But
I mean, it's close to it, yeah.
Quit because Thanksgiving came around, and I wanted to have. Here's the problem. It's not like where you could have a cheat day, where I'll have a soda today. As soon as you get enough, more than like a teaspoon of sugar back in your body.
These comments are hilarious, by the way.
Your fucking liver goes back into a fucking state where it takes a full 2 weeks plus to recover. Like, as soon as you have any amount of sugar. It's ridiculous.
These comments make me worry about you guys.
So what? I'm not even reading the comments. I'm staring at your face.
I'm not talking about you. I was referring to the audience.
You can have a pretty decent amount of sugar while still being healthy. Like,
Look, I mean, you could work out. There's people who have been healthy their entire lives, and they work, and they exercise, and they have different metabolisms. But in general, all people of the earth should not be eating sugar.
What are you talking about? People eat fruit all the time. I mean, that's why we developed
fruit is a natural sugar. I'm talking about the...
well, that's sugar. Sugar.
You could only have one apple. How much sugar is in an apple?
Google.
Okay, Alexa.
Sugar is in
How much sugar is in an apple? Sorry, everyone.
A typical apple has 18.2 grams of sugar.
18 grams.
That's a fair amount.
Which is actually quite a lot. That's a fair amount. You also got to keep in mind that modern apples are genetically produced that way.
Yeah,
apples 100 and 250 years ago would not. They'd probably have, like, Johnny Appleseed fucked that shit up bad.
Bananas, 14 grams. Pineapple is probably a lot. Well, that's hard to say because...
Yeah, but keep in mind also, pineapples are only in one certain place, and apples are only in... There were no, like, fruit markets. I'm going to go with 2,000 years ago? Birth of Christ? Yeah,
my whole point is that, like, a complete... Like... having no sugar at all is probably not healthy for you. You probably should.
Well,
I mean, I'm not a doctor.
You're going to mostly fill up on meat and maybe berries and maybe some grain products. Or if your culture has, as far as like animals, I'm talking about knocking human beings back to no human speech levels of being an animal. We are not cultivating wheat and making bread, and it's just kill animal fists and eat. So that's the sort of a level of like. You have to think back to that before there was shipping routes and people could buy a pineapple down the street.
Like so much faster than that, though. That's like way too like anything applicable back then is hardly applicable now. Like we're not the same people as we were back then.
Our bodies haven't changed that much. Although
what are you talking about? We're like as a society, we're almost
ready for this. Ready for this to become the Lasagna Wave podcast? DMS is ready. I'm looking at his face. He's ready. Nubbers. Any of you who's on my channel know this. Nubbers has claimed that there have been so many C-sections since they started the practice hundreds of years ago. You know why people have C-sections? Because they can't pass a baby through the birthing canal. Right? This is where it's getting interesting. There have been so many C-sections that genetic trait for having really small birth canals has been passed on, and in the future, like within 100 years, every baby might be a C-section. Because literally you're supposed to not have a baby if you can't and then die. And then not pass on that genetic code. But we invented ways to cut people open and get babies out. So that genetic deformity of having a really tight vag, giggity, has literally passed on generation after generation after generation. And now it's like basically, it should have not. That's literally a thing.
I'm gonna need some sources for this one.
I know. You just look them up.
I mean, it makes
sense. I probably have them. Hold on.
I mean, it makes sense logically, but logic doesn't always follow what's actually happening.
Copy link. I'm going to post it in chat. Boom. Smithsonian Mag. Boom. Right there.
What chat?
I posted the public chat. I'll also post it in the Discord. Which, if any of you have a problem with the audio quality of this podcast, it's because we're on Discord. Except for DMS. He's direct.
Right. But I'm also haven't been talking for a minute because someone messaged me.
There you go. I'll just keep posting that link over and over again until I got banned. It's a really weird thing. I don't want to get too into like, hey, we should let people who have defects not breed, but it's like that's that's what the future is. Everyone's alive. Everyone's got medicine. Everyone's got surgery. So it's like real evolution's not.
That could be really problematic though if someone doesn't have access to.
Even the title says it could be affecting human evolution, not it is.
Well, because you need a study that goes into the future, and we don't have it. I'm just saying it's like you're talking about. We're not the same people as we were back in the day.
Proven.
We were eating apples.
we're immune to almost every disease that has plagued humanity throughout the past 10,000 years. Because we've developed into that. There's proof.
I don't think we're immune to that.
I mean, well, we're certainly more immune than
1990s for tight vages. How about some headphone discussion? What do we give a shit about? What are we caring about? What are we all using? I know he's using Elex. I got
Of course I'm using
L700s.
Elex.
Josh, what are you wearing?
1990s.
Oh, those monoprice e-stats get here in like a week, and that'll be interesting to try out.
I'm interested. They haven't messaged me. I'm really surprised.
I messaged them.
I mean, I know you did. I just expect the email because I'm Zeos. Don't
Well-
make me get off my couch. Bring them to me.
I mean, I don't know for a fact, but it seems like they are not. I don't know. They every time I go on the website, they're never advertised. So I have a feeling that they don't really expect to really sell that many, or they don't think they're that good.
There's a lot of like. Here's the thing.
Because like if you go to their monolith line, like it's not anywhere on there until you actually go specifically to find that specific product. And I feel like an e-stat would be like, hey, we've got a cheap e-stat.
Right.
But
no, I agree.
They're not advertising it. So
I do find that a little bit interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's another... I always find that either they're testing the waters and they're hoping 10 people buy them and not 100, and just tell them, hey, these suck, and then they stop selling them or change them.
But they weren't hesitant to send it when I asked. So
Well, I mean, because you basically called them out. You said, hey, you going to send this to me? If they would have said no, you might have been a little bit more audible about that.
fair.
Yes. How the fuck do I get to my Bandcamp email? Someone wants to send me a gift. Where the hell is it?
Well, I think
very...
I know you guys wanted to keep it short, and I have to get up very, very soon within the next like 2 minutes. So I think I'm probably going to wrap it up.
Okay.
You would.
All right.
That means we mostly talked about cervixes.
Yes, we did.
I mean, we want to do a Q&A for like literally 2 minutes. And
You
then
can
we
if you
be
want,
done.
but I'm going to have to run to the bathroom. You guys are going to have to operate this by yourself.
I mean, we can handle it. Just point the camera.
It's never going to end.
All right, well,
Turn
have
off the
fun.
mic.
You guys do Q&A stuff. I'll be back in a minute.
I will definitely do an updated review of the Vokal Erupts. I will
I believe
also
in
do
you.
an updated review of the Virum 1s. Those are both set to... I don't know when the Erupts are coming out. They should be faster than the Virums, because the Virums are coming from the Ukraine. But I know that that's been a really good... the Virums, which are the giant planars from the Ukraine, have been a very transparent drop. Or not drop.
So should we just start like saying everything that could get his channel in hot water?
No,
Like-
I'm pretty sure it would link back to us at some point.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so questions.
Erupts are March, nice.
Answer Misha's question. What does a fully powered headphones differ from not optimally powered headphones except volume? Good question.
What does headphone
lots of-
sounds? Wait, I'm gonna.
What
let me
do,
put
no,
this
what
in
does fully
English.
powered headphones? Or I'm gonna paraphrase what he's saying because he didn't write it properly. What's the difference between fully powered headphones and not optimally powered headphones in terms
Well,
of
usually,
sound?
Usually, the thing that requires the most power is low end, and a headphone might draw a certain number of amps and shit. And if you could still get volume out of it, even with with a bad amplifier, it just won't push the low end nearly enough. It'll try to draw a certain number of milliwatts for a bass note, and it won't. But the treble is still fine, so it's just screaming away in the highs and even the mid range. But every time a bass note gets called up, it's like, so you don't get the full effect. When you can overpower, best example is like the T20 RPs, the Fostex, which are already pretty hard to drive. If I throw the Fostex on the 8 watt per channel at 50 ohm A100 Emotiva, you finally know what they sound like when they're powered properly. Everything else sounds good, but nothing really just lets them loose.
I would partially disagree.
Go for it.
I think that treble can be very affected in terms of speed of delivery. I think separation is very different. And then on certain
every
applications,
aspect of the playback, the biggest tell, I should say, is the low end sounds weak. And then everything else, when it's trying to push the low end, your whole amp is freaking out. So you're losing detail in the highs. You're losing, I wouldn't say separation or anything specific, because that's going to change per headphone. But yeah, it's bad news.
amp per amp, yeah. And then like certain amplifiers, I mean, there's a difference between flavor and power. So like, if you go from like a Jotunheim to that THX AAA, for example, the Jotunheim's compressed, and that's more of a flavor, in terms of what it's actually going to sound like. But that's not necessarily a power issue. That's more of a kind of the properties of the actual amplifier. And you may like, and you as in the audience may like the Jotunheim sound signature, for example. That's just because you like it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. But the THX is it's a more dynamic, less compressed amplifier between the two. But in terms of power, I don't know. I usually notice speed and body of a note is something that I'll pick up on quite quickly. Bass response tends to, I don't really notice it a whole lot with bass response. If I'm being completely honest, like a little bit, when a headphone's not powered enough at all, like HE6 is on like an iPhone or something like that, obviously you're going to have a lot of issues, including volume on that particular circumstance. But when I go up in power, usually I go up in not necessarily resolution. There's like a sweet spot where resolution gets better, and then it doesn't improve beyond that until you go to a cleaner amplifier.
That's why no one watches this. What? I mean, hi. No, I mean, look. Basically, you're borrowing my Jotunheim.
Taking a number 4.
Oh God, an upper decker number 4. Great.
That's funny.
All right. In all, amplifiers, as opposed to what pasta things, do make a difference. And I think there's a certain, you can get close enough with a lot of, certainly in 2018, there are so many good $100 amplifiers that almost no one has to worry. JDS Labs Atom, even the Liquid Spark, which I don't care what the numbers look like, I listen to it, it sounds great.
It also produces like almost twice the power as the, it doesn't say it on the website properly, but I got 2 third-party measurements, and it makes like 2 watts.
It's a quality, and the thing is, another thing is, even if the Atom and the Liquid Spark were on the same table and you had to choose, I think people are going to choose the Liquid Spark quite a bit just for the build. Turning that gray knob with the machined edges, it's just, it's beautiful.
It would have been really funny if I'd left you guys just like trying to hold the stream down for like several hours and like left to eat or something.
We would just leave. Actually, no, I would put on the most racist like hate speech on YouTube, and I would just have it play through. It'd be fun.
Oh, that's funny.
I turned up my speakers and I just listened to in the bathroom, so I did wash my hands, thank you very much, and no, I didn't need to use a plunger.
Did you hear the taking a number 4 comment? Because that was the funniest one.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, God.
DMS3 ascended. So yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay.
I didn't really pay attention to what you guys were talking about. I just heard you started saying about like amp stuff.
Oh my gosh. Underpowering headphones, what does it do? Actually, let's let DMS
Dude, there's something in the air right now that's just like destroying my nose.
All that cocaine?
Feel it.
I don't think that's what it is. It must be the pasta.
What?
This. Josh said it must be the cocaine, and I'm just like, I'm just.
You gotta say.
I'm just addicted to this Italian pasta.
You understand that I have a person in my life named Pasta, and I eat pasta. Giggity.
Hey, that's your own
fault. I have
fault.
a person in my life named Cheese, and I eat cheese. And I'm pretty sure I have several people that are named just a fucking food product.
Oregano.
Antarctic chicken is referred to as chicken. You ever hear him? He's got an angelic voice.
You have a lot of...
But it's like, what's chicken doing? And I'm like, it's defrosting. And I'm like, oh no, that one, he's going to Hong Kong. Fucking weird.
You said you heard the faucet turn on. You probably didn't. You probably heard it after I opened the door.
Ooh.
Because the door was closed. My mic is not that sensitive.
Thank God. Because ASMR DMS taking a number 2 is not anything I want to hear.
I'll just set up like 10 mics in my bathroom, and you'll hear the turd drop.
Oh, you know what? I feel so stupid, DMS. Because do you have a fireplace? I guarantee you don't. You do, like a real one?
Gas one.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Ah.
When we were looking for a Yule log, because everyone's got a fucking Yule log on their TV during Christmas, There was one called the best sounding Yule log on YouTube, and the guy literally had like 7 or 8 microphones set up around the fireplace, and then he zoomed in to get them out of frame. And I would say it sounded good, but I think I could do better. So the problem is I don't have a real fireplace. I would need to,
I could go to a real fireplace and do that.
I have a real fireplace.
Well,
I was actually noticing that exact type of video. There was one on Netflix, and I was talking to my girlfriend about like how much they paid that guy for that video. It's like 49 minutes, 50 minutes, somewhere around there. And it's literally start to finish, like the beginning of the fire all the way to the end. And that's all it is. No cutscenes.
I mean, he doesn't cut it. Just the fire that goes down. Does he add wood to it, or is it just it runs?
Nope. He's got like 4 logs on there, kind of like spread out a little bit, and then it starts with like the title. Now I forget what the title is. Something fireplace in your home or something like that.
Whatever. And
then you just watch it burn until it runs out. We skipped through it. Like we kept like going forward just to see if anything would change. And we're like, is he going to add firewood to it? Nope. Just 1 hour-long-ish video of fire, and they probably paid him a couple $100,000 for the rights to that.
Yeah, it's a pretty... Or wait, which one? I zoned out for a minute. Who was in it?
What? Mr. Heat Miser? I don't know.
Oh. The best... here, I'm going to find a thing. Well, I zoned out for a second for...
Listening.
I know, I really just zoned out. I saw something interesting on my computer.
Figure out what that is.
He was looking at boobs.
Here.
My Dropbox is full. I'm no longer syncing. I never used Dropbox.
Where is it? Do you ever seen Nick Offerman's My Tales of Whiskey?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't?
He does a Yule log, which is 44 minutes of him just staring into a camera.
Yeah, see, that to me is way more entertaining than just a straight up fire.
No. You gotta watch the Yule log with the what's it called, the ugliest cat, just like half breathing into a good microphone. It was amazing.
Yeah. I think he did another one where he pretended to be one of those like gold statues. If you click on that channel that you linked that video to, there's another one of him doing the same thing, except he's in like gold, and he moves very, very slowly when he drinks.
Sharp.
Oh my!
I actually got some whiskey for Christmas.
You too? I got Game of Thrones whiskey and Game of Thrones Chardonnay. Actually, what did everyone get for Christmas? You already showed us. You want to hear a funny story? So here it is. You want to know what it's like to be in the Zio's household. The cousins, we decided to do a Secret Santa because like 3 years ago, we decided it was too fucking expensive to give everyone like a $50 gift.
Does he ever move?
Wait, what? We're still watching something?
I'm looking at the gold thing that Josh told me to click on.
Yeah, he'll move eventually, but it's very slow.
He just sits there. Yeah, he's moving right there. He moves at 12 minutes and 38 seconds. He moves. He drinks.
What a legend.
Right.
Bloody legend, mate. Anyway, so I got my brother as my Secret Santa.
He also refills at some
point, too,
got
me,
I think.
And my 2 cousins got each other. And of
Skip
the
to
7 or 8
38,
cousins, 3 of us got each other beef.
What?
Exactly. I literally went out shopping.
I mean, was it like some like really
Christmas
top end
Eve.
stuff, or?
No, here's the thing: we had a $50 limit. So my sister-in-law went to Stu Leonard's, got the frozen aged ribeye. It's $25 a pound. Got 2 of those 2-pound steaks. So that was my $50 gift. I went to H Mart and got my brother a selection of like the fine, really marbled stuff. That's just gonna be like $40 a pound, but they give you like 3 ounces of it. So I got him like 7 or 8 different cuts of beef and put that in a package. I put that in Victoria's Secret bag because I thought it'd be hilarious. And then my fucking other cousin bought my cousin Omaha steaks, which were delivered on the 13th because they fucked up the shipping order. Oh. So that was just three out of the like 7 cousins of my family gave each other beef for Christmas.
We had beef amazing. On Christmas in my apartment. We literally just took beef and cooked it and ate it, and that was the thing.
You're the best.
Christmas
I think we had
beef
steak last night or something like that. I think it was steak. Yeah, pretty sure.
post one of my brother's videos again because my brother needs more sturf.
Gotta give him those shout outs. Those family shout outs.
Because I mean, the Burris Fast Fire 3 that he reviewed in this one, he does it interesting, and I've tried to. We were discussing what it's like to be a YouTuber and my brother for a bit.
You know,
and I'm like, look, you just need to make more content.
Your comments are not going through Z, by the way.
Are they blocked?
I've seen some of his
at least
show up.
for me.
There,
I don't see.
I haven't seen his
Just
recent one,
posted
but
one.
some of them have showed up.
Is it a
before.
YouTube link?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I don't see
It
anything.
may just be me. I don't know, but I'm not seeing any of your
DMS,
posts.
can you see my comment? Because I just posted a YouTube video. He doesn't know who I am. It literally should be just like I'm a spam bot.
If you go to live chat, it shows up. It doesn't show up in top chat though.
Oh.
Grab another lens.
Live chat it is.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway.
Boom.
My brother does these videos, and I'm like, look, you don't have to do videos, because he's stuck in the old school YouTuber like we were, where it's like, oh, I have to do a YouTube review about a headphone, and then I have to do a YouTube review about a headphone, and then I have to do a YouTube review about a headphone. And I'm like, look, change it up. Talk about how to properly ship a scope if you don't have the box. Talk about, because I'm trying to keep in the same ballpark of like rifle scopes and shooting, but you know, you just break it up. Just do things that might be interesting to people. How to fucking buy a used scope, what the tips and tricks when you're looking online. So that's what basically I'm doing. I did yesterday's Christmas review was me reviewing my headphone wall, because people have been begging for that. Nice lightweight camera rig you got there, DMS. I approve highly.
Hey,
Looks like it.
I need to rig it up because, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
There's way too much going on there.
He's building a transformer.
This is actually a pretty small and light camera rig, all things considered.
No, it's not. My rig is small and light.
Your rig couldn't shoot a professional shoot though. This is like about as small as you could get for something that you're going to use on a set.
Yes.
Like, find me a camera rig smaller than this that you're going to use on set.
I'm leaving.
If it's my set, I'd use my camera.
Okay, a real set.
Disalert. All right.
Get at me,
Josh. What were we
Josh.
talking about? We're talking about my brother. I'm doing. Oh yeah, just changing it up. So, like, eventually I'm gonna do a video where I just talk about subwoofer placement again, or choosing a subwoofer for a room. Just keep things interesting, because review after review after review after review after review gets boring for everybody involved. No movie line quotes allowed. What? What the fuck is DMS building? How to record binaural farts in 24192. I want more bass in my... So, HM5 it is. I don't really have that much bass. Only just about the pads alone. This guy's from Puerto Rico. Beef, tell you stories, Z. I'm just scrolling up and reading old things. What is happening back there?
Did you get anything? What did you get for Christmas, Z? Besides the beef?
Besides the beef, Game of Thrones whiskey, Game of Thrones Chardonnay, so I could drink wine and eat beef, which is fucking fantastic. And then my father has this problem of buying really cheap shit on Amazon throughout the year, and then gifting everyone in my family the same thing. So he literally will buy 9 of like a $6 item, and everyone gets it. And we're like, this is crap, stop doing it. So I got a headlamp that is hilariously too big. Like, you know what a headlamp looks like, right? Modern headlamp, it's like a 1-inch thing. This fucker has like a 3.5-inch giant cone on it. And it's got an internally rechargeable battery, and it must have cost my father $8 at most. And it's the worst, like, solid, straight laser beam of light you've ever seen. So I got one of those. I gotta talk about I gotta give a shout out to M Cooks, which is my sister. She's on the Cooking Consortium channel if you want to check that out. Look up Zio's Cooking Consortium. She found, and this is adorable, and she was correct in saying she had the best gift this year. When we were kids, there was one pillowcase we all wanted to have when we were little. Because we're within like 5 years of each other, 5 or 7 years. I'm the oldest. And there was a pillowcase of a cat wearing red shoes. And everyone wanted that fucking pillow, so we would fight over it as kids. And eventually it got destroyed and fucking, you know, grew out of it. She found someone selling a pair of those on eBay. Vintage 1960s pillowcase cover. She got them. She washed them. She washed them like 3 more times because they smell like old lady. And she gifted me one of those, and she kept one of them. And it's just like the most amazing thing. And I have it hanging up on my wall right now because it's just like... I haven't seen it since I was like 12 years old. And of course, being a spry 19 years old now, it's just it's been years. That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, that was a thoughtful gift. And you know what I got her? An Instant Pot. And you know where it is? In my bedroom, because I forgot to bring it back to New York.
Ooh.
So
You know what? You know what my girlfriend got? An Instant Pot. Not from me though, from my mom.
hot.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Instant Pots are the best. I now own 2 of them, and the fact that I have hers here means I have 3 of them in my little apartment. Oh, they're great. I haven't done enough mashed potatoes in them. Rice is amazing. Stew is amazing. Usually I'll do stew. It'll be like 40 minutes to cook it completely. And then I just let it sit on low for 8 hours. Let it happen. Alright, I'm going to finish up these last few emails. I use the podcast time to check my emails. It's really...
It's so productive.
It is. I only had 50 of them because I was trying to stay on top of it. You have a new follower. Hidaz is sending me the AP80, which is nice. Hidaz? Hidiz? It's really hard to say.
AP80?
Hidizs. The AP80. Which is
I
one
should
of their
probably go
portable
through
ones.
all my YouTube-related emails. I haven't in a long time.
I mean, maybe.
Slight problem.
That might work.
Oh, look, Tina from Amazon Vankyo, projector seller. Now we have a hot projector and want to invite you to review it. And we will take 33% off deal this week. Superior watching experience. It's probably like $8. I love how they give me this link. It's a picture of a terrible looking projector and literally no link to it. So it's just stop it.
Usually, I get emails from people saying, like, we make the headphone with the best sound quality ever. And I click on it, and it's like an $8 Amazon Bluetooth
Oh my
headphone.
god, it's in the title. A fucking price is in the title. Are you ready? Are you ready? Product
$800.
review invitation. Best projector under $80.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't throw that at the wall to watch it break. That's how bad that...
Yeah. I don't know. You throwing it at the wall would probably get views. Somebody asked me what I... Oh, have you on Verite? It's okay. Aeolus is a lot more enticing.
So now here's a good email, because now I'm getting shipped the THX amp from Monoprice along with their portable one. I'm really interested in the portable one, because you could take what I hear out of this fucking 789 and put that in my pocket. Fuck everything else.
Put it in my pocket. All right. Well, this has been a very productive episode 2 podcast.
I don't
season
think it's
4.
been productive.
No, we haven't remembered
Seven.
that. We haven't been
The only thing that happened
because
is my
cervixes are
I
shrinking.
swithed to a webcam.
Yeah, you
That's all
broke
that
your big
happened.
shit, so I mean, congratulations on that.
Yep. Well, it's been also longer than you wanted it to be, because I know you wanted to go and eat.
Well, now I've lost. I mean, we discussed weird, terrible things, and
Yeah.
I'm hungry anymore.
Oh,
And I've got some filming to do.
I'm just gonna
Per
eat
usual.
sugar. Actually, did you guys know that honey is a superfood? I'm just gonna start eating that. Just
sugar is terrible for you, but you should eat honey.
honey is a superfood. Now that's a different thing.
Super
It's sweet, but it's literally look up. There's very few superfoods. Look them up. They're literally like beyond things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
All right. Well, I'm going to discuss some things with you, gentlemen, off of the stream. So
Real quickly, because now I'm gonna kill you if I don't
Yeah.
get fucking food.
that.
all right.
Well,
good
to everyone
talk, guys.
watching,
Thanks everybody for
we'll
watching.
be doing this again in like a week because that's what we do. So we'll see you then.
Yes, I should be around. Yeah, I think I'll be around. And we'll see.
Yeah.
Cool.
As long as the new year doesn't kill us all.
Might. Oh well.
It might. I plan to be intoxicated, so.
Perfect.
We'll
That'll
find
be
out.
the best podcast ever. All right. See you guys.
Yeah, maybe. All right.